What's up, everybody? Welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei, and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And for today's video, guys, I have several quite interesting news. The majority of them are related to the litigation processes, and we have plenty of updates. And to be honest, these updates might really be very important for the community. On top of that, I will show you some interesting details that potentially might lead us to the conclusion that FINRA and authorities in general have a lot of information to hide. And yes, this is also very important thing that every one of us should be aware of. And before we dive deep into all of this, guys, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm and drop me a line in the comment section if you think my videos are valuable for you. On top of that, if you want to know more about technical analysis, if you want to enhance your trading skills, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my Patreon account. And guys, for now, you can join my Patreon account. You can join two tiers of my Discord group. One of them costs you $50 a month, and you will have 30-minute one-on-one Zoom call once a month. But if you join with the gold tier, you will have a weekly one-on-one training session with me for just $150 a month. And guys, to be honest, this is the most popular tier for my patrons right now, and let me show you a sneak peek on the most recent activity in the Discord group. Just recently I published the recap of the week of July 28th through August the 3rd, and let me quote you this. On Monday, I prepared a list of 13 tickers that looked most promising for short positions. As of August the 6th, 10 of them delivered returns ranging from 0.33% to 24.4%, an average profit of 6.1%, while only 3 tickers showed a potential loss between 0.85% and 1.74%, an average loss of 1.22%. More detailed information is available in the attached images. And you can see that I made this call on July 28th, and I wrote, here's a list of tickers that might present shorting opportunities. Please remember, this is not a blind trade signal. Further technical analysis is required before taking actions. And here is the list of the tickers that gained substantial profits. It is 10 of them, and only 3 went in completely opposite direction. I also gave a direct short scalping recommendation on Tesla and Oracle. Both brought an average profit of around 1.5%. In addition, I identified one ticker suitable for a medium-term short position. If you'd like to know which company that is, join my Patreon. As usual, I provided a detailed market overview and analyzed the following tickers: SPY, BBAI, NOV, UNP, NEO, UAA, and CRWV. So guys, if you want to be a part of this amazing community, join my Patreon. So guys, and let's begin today's video with this update that I found on MMTLPresources.com. It is basically a summary of 2 most recent litigation updates, and let me pay attention to the second one. MMTLP bankruptcy case which holds much promise for actual discovery in the MMTLP case. The Nevada courts have set a hearing. So we have an update on the bankruptcy case, and you might wonder why it is so important for MMTLP community. Let me show you why. A hearing is set for September the 4th of 2025, where Citadel Securities and Sun Funds Management and Virtu Financials seek to quash subpoenas or obtain a protective order in Metamaterials bankruptcy case. Tensions are rising over the ability to enter much-needed discovery. And just today we found out that FINRA is begging the court not to move forward with any discovery. What a surprise! George Palikoras has a few thoughts on FINRA's comical filing. And let me show you George Palikoras' tweet. FINRA's motion to quash was expected, but I have to admit it is hilarious. Beyond the twisted lies and throwing in the kitchen sink in utter desperation in this stock, the fearless so-called self-regulator just sprinted past the Nevada bankruptcy court straight into DC's arms. Haha, running home to DC makes sense, I guess. It is where the emails and trading data are archived, and their supporters know which files not to open. FOIAs gave us the receipts. Nevada has the questions. Nothing says confidence in your position like running to daddy when the grown-ups start asking questions. Funniest part, the only thing they are self-regulating is how fast they can run from real scrutiny while trying to limit the narrative to MMTLP, as if this was one-off event. The difference between us is I welcome scrutiny. Now run to your daddy and please ask for me to make all MMATF, MMAX, MMAT, TRCH, MMTLP company emails sent to and responded by FINRA plus OTC, publicly available just like you did with NBH, showing a fraction of real communications, leading to the merger period 1, the start of MMTLP period 2, and the NBH spin-off period 3. Your failures are continuous pre-merger and transcend one issue. It is widespread. We have all the receipts. Let's see which of your client's members are behind this systemic market manipulation, especially surrounding the OTC market. Perhaps start with ones on the UPC committee during the relevant period. You know, the ones who've magically vanished from view. One serious note. FINRA is the only entity holding consolidated data across all brokers and venues, more efficient than broker-by-broker subpoenas. This case represents a watershed moment for market integrity and regulatory accountability. FINRA's motion to quash is not about protecting legitimate regulatory interests. It's about concealing evidence in one of the most sophisticated market manipulation schemes in modern history. On that one that has cost metamaterials estate billions of dollars while enriching the very firms that sat on FINRA's board. You cannot run from this. Fix it. And guys, the entire MMTLP community have a lot of comments on this issue, and definitely I cannot find any person in the MMTLP community who support this decision and who support these actions. Definitely everyone of us are against this because it is pure evidence of the lack of transparency in the authorities' actions. On top of that, let me show you this tweet from Scipio. He wrote this 12 hours ago. I find it very interesting that the motion to quash the subpoenas, FINRA doesn't mention anything about the U3 halt when talking about MMTLP, though they made sure to mention the SEC charges against Burda and went into great detail about the short squeeze scheme that was happening. And guys, this is very, very interesting mention because, yes, FINRA doesn't want to see, we can understand the confirmation bias from both sides. That is why, guys, my approach is, is to show you the bigger picture of this story because I don't have and never had MMTLP shares, TRCH shares, and any other shares related to this story. That is why my approach is completely unbiased. That is why I can easily say that it is quite interesting to see the confirmation bias from FINRA's side as well, not only from the MMTLP community, because some of you might think that I'm a paid shill and I'm doing this because I was paid and I am still paid by someone who wanted to have certain people and entities accountable for these actions. But guys, it is not the case. I want to see the resolution for MMTLP community one way or another. And I just want to tell you that in my point of view, one of the most promising paths to this resolution is through litigation processes. And that is why I support each and every lawsuit that we have on the table right now. And that is why, guys, let me continue my today's video. Again, in response to this news that FINRA files motion to quash, Nicholas Rye wrote this. Does FINRA have an accounting problem? April 2023. Zhu, director of SEC Trading and Markets, questioned R. Colby and S. Dumont regarding the so-called universe of OTC equities securities not classified as NMS securities, like MMTLP reported or not reported to ORF via trace. And here is the explanation. This FOIA, this explanation was written by Grok. These FOIAs reveal internal SEC and FINRA confusion on OTC reporting rules for non-NMS securities like MMTLP, with reductions likely concealing loopholes enabling unreported short sales or fails to deliver. This points to systemic opacity protecting market manipulators. Full disclosure is essential for accountability. And Nicholas Rye responded to Grok, great explanation. And guys, yes, we don't have a fair game on this field, and one of the most, I would say, the trickiest entities who take place in this game are the authorities, whose main goal is allegedly to protect each and every participant of the market. But to be honest, I don't think that they do their job properly. That is why, guys, I am here to help to reach our main goal, to have a fair and transparent market in general. On top of that, let me show you some comments from Roman Soups in regards to the same news. 1 hour ago he wrote, FINRA blasts metamaterial trustee in motion to quash. Among other things, says metamaterial settled market manipulation claims. Why are they asking for a fishing expedition into more market data? And the court denied document request. Why is trustee asking for things the court denied? And more, not legal advice, commoner opinions. He also added this. This helps people who use text-to-speech. Not only did the bankruptcy court reject the trustee's request to obtain these documents pursuant to Rule 2024, but Rule 2004 does not permit unfettered discovery into speculative, I believe, potential claims anyways. And definitely this is quite interesting statement as well, because something might or someone might change the narrative, might change the rules that should be applicable to this case, and in this particular story we might have a completely different outcome. And here is a quite interesting statement from Roman Soups as well. What if the trustee asks for discovery with the intention of going after Burda and Polychros's role in the market manipulation short squeeze they already admit existed? That's a twist. They already admitted the Polychros and Burda fraud. That's a valid claim, right? And guys, you know the point of view of Roman Soups, and this is another evidence that I'm completely unbiased and I want to show you both sides of the story. And here is another tweet from him. MTLP speculation. Christmas is early this year. Mark this prediction. Greg McCabe to turn over company to somebody we never heard of as new CEO to address share imbalances. Greg McCabe to remain on board of directors. New CEO will not be active on social media, but he will send best wishes through busy brands who will say, this new CEO is really fighting for us. He wants to dismantle FINRA. This is exactly who we needed in this fight. It's over. Curtis will say, I knew about this beforehand and I was dying to tell everyone. I could not wait to share the news. FINRA is on notice. Super Trooper will say, who is this clown that took over as ringmaster at the circus? Then keep kicking can for 2 years. If we are lucky, a new guy if we are lucky, new guy can get us some chalk and cheese tokens from the Super Tobacco Brothers. And guys, it is quite interesting speculation. Time will tell. Will Greg McCabe resign from his post, or it is just rumors that are circulating right now inside the MMTLP community? Let me show you another quite interesting update. This time from Scott Trott. He responded to the Matthew P's tweet that he wrote just 18 hours ago. Let me quote this. Call to action. Anyone granted a FOIA regarding the MMTLP fiasco, reach out to me. Who can say why people not interested in legal action ask for this stuff? But I'm in court right now. And Scott wrote to this. MMTLP, Matt and Daniel are actually in court expanding resources while busy brands and few other folks like Elf Carbon are actively soliciting the same FOIA and trade proofs to prevent it being given to people actually in the fight. Kind of funny that the 1209 people are about to expose McCabe, and McCabe's psychopaths show up, as they always do, to run interference. Who are they working for, folks? Matt accurately assesses it. People who have attacked anyone in court want all this data. Why? To use it as wallpaper in a new edition. And this is quite interesting statement. And let me show you what did Conti Quilcott responded to this. It's more than just owning shares, though. I am a large shareholder of MMTLP. It is not the answer of Conti Quilcott. It is the tweet that was written by Grant, and Conti Quilcott responded to this particular tweet. It is more than just owning shares, though. I am a larger shareholder of MMTLP, and it matters a lot to me. Yet I don't have the time to be as engaged as I wish I could, given work, family, etc. What drives you to be so involved and dedicate your time? It is quite a good question because, for example, Scott Trott doesn't have a lot of shares. He has just 300 shares, but he explained in details why he's so active in this case. And Conti Quilcott wrote to this. Fear doesn't live here in 1209 anymore, so we find reason and time to engage in the war. When you fear, any and everything becomes an excuse not to act. I owe it to my family to engage in this war, win or lose, and I and my family are better for it. So guys, I have to admit that I support, as I already mentioned, all the people who filed the lawsuits, and they are, well, I believe they are the most important people in MMTLP community right now, because they spent their time and efforts, and definitely they spent a lot of money to just try to win this battle, and they are trying to do this for the MMTLP community in general, not for themselves, not only, let's put it this way, not only for themselves, but for all of the MMTLP community members. And guys, let me show you the tweet that was reposted by Conti Quilcott, and that was originally written by Jennifer Vitrana. She also has an active lawsuit, and she wrote this. I have 2 boys and 6 dogs. Work 3 jobs in my company, and I'm still in federal court. If someone wants transparency and resolution that bad, they will make the time to learn the court process. We all dedicate our time and thousands of dollars for these court cases out of our pocket. We do it because we have conviction, want the truth, and want this resolved. Guys, definitely, it is very well said. On top of that, we have an update in Jennifer Vitrano case. Just yesterday, not yesterday, but I covered this supplement, I believe, in my yesterday's video, but it wasn't publicly available. And for now, we have this document for free. And let me show you what is this document about. I want to read just the conclusion, and to be honest, it is quite interesting. But Jennifer Vitrana tries to change another so-called conflict of interest in the MMTLP story, and the conclusion is following. The public record reveals material omissions, lack of candor to the court, and potential conflicts that warrant judicial attention. Perkins' concurrent representation and failure to disclose key Texas transactions undermine the integrity of these proceedings. Plaintiff respectfully requests disclosure and case management measures to ensure fairness and transparency. And guys, definitely the only goal that every one of 1209 community members has is to see and to have more transparency on the market. And that is why all of their efforts are aiming to this particular goal. And this is definitely one of these examples. I want to show you another quite interesting tweet from Jennifer Vetrano. She wrote this: new evidence sent to Western District of Texas today for delivery tomorrow in the morning. I'm looking forward to it hitting the docket, hopefully Friday. And it is very informative, in my opinion, to NBH shareholders. So guys, as you can see, the most actions that we can see inside the MMTLP community are coming from the 1209 community, from the people who filed the lawsuits. And that is why I support them for 100%. So I believe we don't have any other updates in litigation processes, but oh yes, we have a very good conversation, I would say very polite, and I'm very pleased to see that Trader Zero is trying to explain Daniel Spears some details about her lawsuit. But definitely for now they didn't agree with each other, but it is very good to see that as I mentioned in my previous video, Trader Zero, if he knows a lot about the market structure and the market, well, how the market works, he has and he should, I believe he should help our community members who filed the lawsuits to be more effective. And this is a very good example of this. I don't want to dig deeper. If you want it, you can do it by yourself. But I think that's all information that I want to provide you. And if you like my video, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and see you in the next one. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.